Good morning, all. The next topic is recovery and atomicity. Here, the recovery in transaction concept means if there is any failure, then how we are going to recover all the instructions back to our previous state, or else if any inconsistency has occurred in middle, so how we are going to roll back, that we have seen. So if the problem is not a dirty read problem, then the instructions or transactions can be recovered. If it is a dirty read problem, again if it is in the same order, how the instructions are reading, if the commit is also in the same order we are reading, then it is recoverable. If the order is different as the transaction has arrived, the commit is not in that order, then it can't be recovered. So this we have already seen previously. So in that situations we can recover, that we have seen. So modifying the database without ensuring that the transaction will commit may leave the database in an inconsistent state. If you are not assuring that it will commit, then it will leave the database in an inconsistent state. So we have to commit in the, if it is a dirty read problem, then we have to commit in the order the transactions are being executed. If first T1 is being executed, then commit also should come from T1. Then only we can recover such schedules. So that is about recovery. And atomicity is, suppose if we are going to transfer some amount like $50 amount from A account to B account, when all the instructions are done, that is reducing $50 from A's account and increasing $50 in B's account, if both the set of transactions are completed, then only we are going to commit, that is it should reflect in the database. Or else in middle way, if there is system failure, then we have to roll back and come to the previous state, that is all the instructions should execute or else none should execute. That is atomic situation, do or don't do. So in that way we are going to assure atomicity. So several output operations may be required for transactions to output both A and B, but a failure may occur after one of these modifications have been made, but before all of them are made. So here what it is telling, if the modifications if we are doing in middle of transactions, like T1, T2 both are performing transferring $50 from A to B, if any modifications are done in middle, then it will lead to failure. So we have to assure that such situation not occurs. Next is to ensure atomicity despite failure. If there is a failure in middle also, we have to roll back and come to our previous state. So but it should not be in a state where only half set of instructions are executed, still we are looking for the output. Such situation should not occur. We have to execute all the instructions or else none of the instruction. So that is atomic, we have to guarantee. We first output the information describing the modification to stable storage without modifying the database itself. That is from suppose there are 10 instructions, so initial only 1 to 9 we are going to modify in the local database, in the local buffer, that is local variable, we can make the modification. But once all the instructions have been run, executed, and finally commit is there, then only we are going to modify it in the database. Till that time we are going to make the modifications in local variable. So for such recovery, we are going to look forward for log based and shadow paging. And initially we assume that the transactions will run serially, that is one after the other. That is, here when we are talking about recovery and atomicity, everywhere we will be thinking that our instructions are serializable. So we'll ensure that if they are serializable, then only we can recover them from unstable state. Thank you.